That big idea, that thought. How did you think about that? That big idea. Sometimes when we're driving around in life, we can just, all of a sudden, a thought comes in our head and we get that idea. Could you imagine a person who thought about this vehicle driving on the road? Who invented the car? The car that got invented was a thought, was an idea at first. It's like, wow, we're riding horses. What about a vehicle with wheels that can ride faster than a horse? And then what about the freeway? And what about transportation and the roads? Who thought of that idea? So you gotta understand some people. Ideas is what created and what made this earth. Who thought of the idea of a freeway, getting you from point A to point B in a fast manner? When you want to drive from your house to work, where did that idea come from? That was an idea put in somebody's head. And then that person with that idea went and started telling people about it. Who had the idea of airplanes? To be able to fly from one country to the next. Now you can fly from one country to the next in about 7-8 hours. Before, if you try to do it on foot, you would never make it there. You would never discover other parts of the world. The Marx Brothers, who created the airplane, had an idea about it first. It came up in their head. It came up as an idea. An idea has formed society the way it is today. That's where ideas come from. It comes from us. We have an idea, a thought about something. As you can see, the Marx Brothers, they thought about air travel. And then what about Einstein? One of the greatest thinkers in the entire planet. Think about all the ideas he had, all his philosophies. Einstein was a brilliant mind. And then the idea of having video games, simulation games that teach you how to drive before you even get behind the wheel of an actual car. That big idea can make you or break you. Imagine a person who had the idea of having actual video games. Or what about the idea of sports? Kicking a ball through a net, shooting a ball through a net, running one pigskin from one line to the next, called football. Hitting a small ball out of the park for a home run. Someone had the idea to create these different sports. Naismith with basketball had that idea. That's what I'm trying to tell you, people. Ideas come from us. What about the idea of flying to the moon? How are you going to do it? Well, the way you're going to do it is through space travel. Rocket ships that's going to blast you from here into outer space. Just to show you how God created outer space in the universe. Now you can actually fly to it. Who thought of that idea? What a great idea, and turned into an invention. Now look, we have space travel. Isn't the world great? Sometimes you take these things for granted. When you get an idea in your head, you think, it's nothing. But what if you act on it? What if you act on that big idea? If you act on that big idea, you could be flying around in space. You can be doing this right here. And just think, it just came from an idea. That launch, that power came from somewhere. It's a magnificent sight. to see a space shuttle rocket itself in the air. What an invention. What a creation. That all came from an idea. See, people, you got to understand, God created Earth. God created the universe. But what God is going to tell you, hey, I created trees, I created a lot of things. But now I gave you the resources. Now I want my people, my children, to be creators. Just think, who created and had the idea of a cell phone? And I want to thank you, God, for creating the cell phone, who giving somebody the idea to create the cell phone, because smartphones have changed the lives of many people. That $1 billion idea of cell phones. Just think, that idea can make you a millionaire, a billionaire sometimes. You have an idea like that. But like I said, God did so much, and then now he leaves it up to us. He give you the resources to create and have the idea to create things. Then that's where these things come from. God gave you that platform, and now he wants you to do the rest. Then that's when you're doing something special. Thinkers, thoughts, ideas, inventions. I mean, there are seminars about people's ideas and inventions every day. Look at this thought. Look at this idea of having this type of bike. Look what it can do. It can fold up and carry it around like a suitcase. Now, whoever had that idea, who went forward with it, is rich. Remember the record player? Somebody had an idea to put music on vinyl. That came from an idea. The record player lasted a long, long time, and they're still around, even in 2020. The record player has been around since the beginning of time. And look at this. Look at this idea here. I mean, there are people all over the world thinking of things like this, how to travel and carry people in traffic from one area to the next. That's an idea. What about the shake weight, where you can build a big muscle pump within 10 minutes? And that could be your whole workout. What about the Rubik's Cube? One of the most complex games in the history of games. But whoever created it is rich because he started a fad. And a skateboard. Who had that idea? What about the idea of a flat screen TV that can go on your wall? Save space. No wires. I tell you, ideas that come in people's head can change everything. And what I want to tell you, all you people, sometimes ideas come in your head and they go. But you think about it for a minute. Remember, the television said this is what we used to watch. Now people laugh when they see this type of TV because ideas come into people's head. And those ideas can be traumatic. Now we don't have to watch a big heavy TV like this. We have a flat screen that can be right on your wall, just like a painting. That all comes from ideas, people. And with those ideas come money, come abundance, come financial freedom. Because when you have a great idea, it pays. And it pays big. What about this idea? Look at it closely. Remember this? This is Netflix. Remember that idea? At first, they used to mail the DVDs to your house like mail. And now look what they have become, one of the #1 streaming services in the world. That Netflix came as an idea. Just think about that. Now, Netflix is everywhere. You can watch whatever movie you want. They produce movies, all in high definition 4K quality. Netflix is on computers, your own TV, your cell phones, everywhere, your tablets, everywhere. And that came from an idea. What about the amusement park? These rides. This all came from an idea. How do we have people to have fun? I have this idea called an amusement park where we can make rides that turn people around and make them scream and make them feel good. That's an idea. It came from a person's brain. The brain and a thought and an idea is a magnificent thing. Imagine who would have thought of this type of stuff here. The people flock to amusement parks on a daily basis. And they're excited, from kids to grown adults. The amusement park has changed society. Now we have a place where we can be a kid again, laugh again. That's what an idea can do. An idea is a very powerful weapon. You can use that idea to think of many things in this world, to change this world. Just by an idea. A thought. A thought, an idea. So, what I'm trying to tell you is, when you have an idea, don't run away from it. Don't think, it's nothing. That idea can mean something. Sometimes write it on a piece of paper. When you have an idea about something, and you'll be surprised. Someone probably haven't even thought about it except you. Like this ride here. When a person thought about it, I'm sure it wasn't around then. And then they found a way to patent it. Go to someone, find out info of how to get this idea into a reality. And because of it, whoever created the roller coaster is rich. Filthy rich. This is my idea. I thought about this right here. This is called a subscribe button. So I just wanted to show you this, to tell you to subscribe to 8Dog8. Subscribe to my channel so I can teach you more about things in life, different topics, relationships, ideas like this. Stay tuned for my next video.